Hello students, so let's start our unit 5 section 2 the Karez from MCB. This extract is from Vikram Seth's book From Heaven's Lake. So this is an extract. Extract means a part. This is a part from the book Heaven's Lake, which is written by Vikram Seth, in which he is describing his travel through China and Tibet. This is a travel description. This is exploring the area from China, through China and Tibet. So let's travel along with him in a Karez. Now, what is Karez? It is a new word for us. So let's read in this chapter what is Karez. In China, the Karez, which is unique to Xinjiang, Xinjiang is the name of a place in China, is a part of system of tunnels bringing water down to Turfan from the mountains. Yes, what is Karez? Karez is a system of tunnels bringing water down to Turfan from the mountains. Now let's start the chapter explanation. A line of poplar tree. Poplar is the name of the tree. Like in India, we have neem tree, banyan tree. Poplar is also the name of a tree. Appears suddenly to the right of the road a clear channel of water running alongside. Karez, says Abdul Rahman. It's water from the mountain. Abdul Rahman is the character of the story who is a local guide of China and with whose help Vikram Seth is exploring this area and getting the information about that area. We get out to inspect the stream. So they come out from their car to see the stream. The water is ice cold. We took off our hot shoes and wade across gratefully. So they move inside the water and they take off their hot shoes also for moving inside the water. A few members of a Karez commune came forward to meet us. Three naked children splashed about in the stream and paused to greet us. Bye-byes of great vigor and friendliness. They have met foreigners before. Foreigners means the foreign people, the people who are coming in that area to visit that area. For example, in Alwar, we have Sariska, the tiger reserve, which is world famous, which is a very famous place, and to see that many tourists are coming, even the foreigners coming from different countries, they are also coming. Have you heard the name of Abhaneri, the stepwell, the famous stepwell? It is also very near to Alwar. So people, foreigners, they came to visit this area, they come to visit this area also, Abhaneri, near Rajgarh. As we look upstream, the channels cut more and more deeply into the desert and finally disappears underground into what appears to be a cave. So channel, it starts from the mountain and it ends into the desert through the passage from many internal part and finally disappears. This is in effect of a narrow tunnel, a Karez, part of a system of tunnels that bring water down to Turfan from the mountains to the north. Now, the description of Karez. A Karez is usually less than 10 kilometers long, but some are as long as 40 kilometers. The same volume of water flows all the year round. That means whether it is summer or winters, Karez is always filled with water, which is 10 kilometer and sometimes it is 40 kilometer long. Minimum 10 and maximum 40 kilometers long. The water is available when the temperature is as high as 48 degrees Celsius. In the very hot weather, the water is still available. All this is explained by Abdul Rahman with the note of justifiable pride. Within China, only Xinjiang has the Karez. So that's why Abdul Rahman was feeling pride, because Xinjiang is that area in which Karez is available, not any other area where you can find this Karez. What if the roof caves in somewhere? I asked. Who is I? The narrator, Mr. Vikram, said. The Karez can be repaired. Repaired? I asked. Abdul Rahman smiles kindly. After all, it was built once. So somebody has built this thing and it is repaired. But there doesn't appear to be anywhere to get in from apart from the mouth. So I'm not able to see the entrance. Narrator is confused. Where is the mouth of Karez? What if damage occurs a good distance inside, says a few kilometers? Abdur Rahman points to a slight rise in the ground. So when the narrator was not able to see the entrance of the Karez, Abdur Rahman point out up top where the slight rise was there in the ground, and that was the mouth of the Karez, the entrance of the Karez, which is whole like the well. We can't see it from here, but there's an entrance there too. It's whole like the entrance of a well. It's 50 meters upstream, and there are entrances at the kind all the way along the Karez. Some are further apart, but you can always get to the damage and repair it. We walk over to the opening, and I'm curious. The stream gurgles, gurgles, the sound of water about 3 meters below. Its surface almost calm. So the water is inside the mouth, the water sound gurgles is coming 3 meters down. This, says Abdur Rahman, is there is where the Karez commune people enter to maintain the channels. It's quite simple. So that was the gate through which the Karez people, the commune people went inside to repair or to maintain the Karez from inside, the channels, the paths, the branches. The water is too tempting. Now here tempting means very attractive. Very attractive. How the water is very attractive? It is clean, neat. So that's why it is looking very tempting. I think I will be an honorary commune member. So here the narrator is joking about himself. He's just laughing that I'm the special person, I'm the VIP person of the commune people. I say as I took off my shoes, slip off my shirt, and drop my legs over the edge of the well. See you at the mouth of the Karez. After saying this, taking off his dress, taking off his shoes, the narrator jumped inside the Karez. Abdul Rahman drops his friendly ear. No, no, he exclaims. There's nothing of interest inside. I wouldn't go down. Then, accepting the unavoidable, as I disappear downward with a splash, he adds, be careful. The wall. Now, here the description of the Karez from inside. How it's looked. Let's read. The walls are slippery, and I couldn't climb out even if I wanted to. There is not much light, which is something of a shock after the brilliant sunshine above. So, from coming from the very bright sunny day, inside the Karez, it is very, very, very dim light, and the walls are very slippery. Too slippery because of the water available every time. And if he want to come out, he can't because no stairs are there to move up back. I notice how cold my feet are, and at first it feels comfortable. I walk slowly, groping along the slippery clay walls, bumping my head against the low roof. Very carefully, the narrator was taking care of each and every step because light was not perfect, and this is the area which he is visiting the first time. The light dies. That means suddenly the total blackout is there. I am guided solely by my hands and submerged feet, both suddenly numb with cold. So he was guided by his hands and his feet only. The pebbles were touching his feet. The hands were now very, very chilled. They were just numb with cold. There is a slight bend in the Karez. I realize I had better than the walls to make sure that there are no branches in the channel. Now, narrator is wishing, narrator is expecting, narrator is demanding that there should be no branches, no further channels should be there, only one way should be there because it would be unpleasant to be lost here. भूल भुलैया नहीं चाहिए, सीधा सीधा रास्ता चाहिए नरेटर को. The water washes up to my shorts, and when I speak aloud to myself, my voice sounds hollow. Yes, the voice was echoing. गूंजने लग गई आवाज. And the narrator was little bit scared also because that new area, everything new experience, darkness, all the things, all the situations are like that only. Surely I must have gone more than 50 meters. It this unguided blackness, the thought grips me that if the Karez curves, it could still be a long way to the exit. So slowly, after moving inside, he is estimating the area, the distance, and he is imagining like around about 50 meters he had moved inside, and now he want to come out. I tell myself that I should not panic. He is trying to convince himself that no need to afraid. I move forward, a little forward, a little forward. Then there is another bend, a glimmer of light, then more light, and finally I run the last few steps into the lovely sunshine, chased incidentally by a small swarm of wasps, whose nest I must have disturbed at the mouth of the Karez. So now the gate, the exit gate, was visible to the narrator when the last bend, the last curve came there. And the light, slowly, the light was coming, and then the perfect bright sunlight was there. And he came out by touching the swarm of wasps, collective noun, swarm of wasps, and he was outside. I sit by the streams for a minute. There are more than 2000 kilometers of Karez in the desert of Xinjiang. Can you imagine? 2000 kilometers. A very wide area is covered by Karez. Without them, there would be no agriculture here because Karez is providing water to the farmers for their crops. What are the crops? Grapes, melon, and cotton. Abdul Rahman looked at me with relief. When Abdul Rahman reached there, he was relaxed by seeing the narrator. Oh, finally he is there and in a perfect condition. A little angry with this ill-disciplined charge. Yes. So finally, Vikram Seth was there. He was very happy by seeing this thing.